Hello, come on in, but quietly, very quietly. I'm so happy to see you. Come in, make yourself comfortable. You can wrap yourself in a blanket if you like. Tonight is just for you and me. No rush, no worries, just silence and a little bit of magic. Do you feel it? There's already something in the air. It's that special winter feeling, as if the whole world is holding its breath, waiting for a miracle. You know, it's like in childhood when you wake up and everything outside is white with snow and you don't know yet if school is cancelled or not, but the world just seems completely different, like a fairy tale. It's that same feeling, as if something very, very good is about to happen. And I thought you can just sit and wait. Sometimes we have to create the magic ourselves. That's why today I want to share a very, very old recipe with you. It's not any cookbook because it's not exactly for eating. No one ever told it to me. I think I just remembered it one day as if it was always there, somewhere deep inside. It's a recipe for a special feeling, a recipe for a perfect winter evening. We won't need anything from the kitchen. No pots, no spoons. The main ingredient and the main mixing bowl is something you and I already have, something that is always with us, our imagination, our soul. Let's imagine that this empty cup is our heart. Today we will fill it to the brim with something very warm, very bright, and very magical. But first, let's get ready. Close your eyes if you want to, just for a moment, and take one deep, slow breath in and out. Let go of all thoughts about the day, everything that happened in left outside the door, and here in this room there is only us, the silence, and our little secret. Are you ready? Then let's begin. Well, then our cup is ready. Let's start filling it. So, the first thing we'll take as the base of our recipe is silence. But not just the absence of sound, but the special, thick winter silence. Imagine that outside the window, snow is falling slowly, slowly. Can you hear it? It lands on the ground, on the roofs, on the tree branches, and the world becomes quieter, as if it's been covered with a thick, fluffy, white blanket. The silence is almost soundless. It smells of purity and calm. Let's take a lot of it. Let it cover all your anxieties, all the worries of the past day. Just let it fill our cup halfway. Now we need to add warmth to these salads, but not just any warmth. First, let's take the warmth from a candle flame, a light, trembling, dancing. It will chase away all the shadows. Then let's a warm start in an old knitted sweater, the kind that's so nice to wrap up in. And of course, the most important thing, let's add the warmth of a cat curled up in a ball on your lap, purring softly. Even if you don't have a cat, you definitely know this feeling. It's the warmth of living trust and absolute peace. Let's add it and let it dissolve of our silence. What's next? We need light, the most magical kind. Let's take the shimmering of snowflakes. Imagine them swirling in the light of a street lamp like tiny golden fireflies performing the quiet enchanting dance. Oh, how they sparkle in the sunlight on a clear, frosty day, turning the whole world into scattered diamond dust. This isn't just light, these are little sparks of pure wonder. Let's add a whole handful of this sparkling magic to our cup. Let it remind us that there is beauty in every moment. You just need to look closer. It's almost ready, but it's missing a scent. What is coziness without a scent? Let's add the smell of gingerbread cookies that grandmas just baked. Even if it was a long, long time ago, this scent lives in our memory, doesn't it? Let's add a little bit of the smell of pine needles and tangerines. That's what anticipation of a holiday smells like. And also the smell of frosty air that you breathe when you come into the warm house from the cold street. Let's mix all these scents and our evening will instantly become truly cozy. And the last main ingredient, an old fairy tale. We won't read it, we will add the feeling of it. Remember when you were a child lying in a bed and your mom or grandma read you a story? Remember that feeling of complete safety, that rustle of pages, that familiar lulling voice, and that quiet belief that good always wins and there will definitely be a miracle in the end. Let's take this precious feeling and gently place it in our cup. Then Now everything we need is here. All the greatest treasures of winter. But our recipe is not ready yet. Now the real magic begins. Now that all the ingredients are in our cup, we need to give them time to become friends. Real magic doesn't like rush. Let's watch what's happening inside together. But very, very quietly. Look, the silence we added is no longer cold or empty. The warmth from the candle and the old sweater has soaked into it, warmed it, and it has become soft, velvety. It no longer deafens, but embraces, and the shimmering of snowflakes. Do you see? It didn't melt in this form. On the contrary, it has turned into myriads of tiny golden sparks, which are now slowly swirling in these velvety cells. They look like little fireflies dancing the magical, soundless dance, illuminating our warmth from within. Do you feel the scent now? The smell of gingerbread and tangerines. It's no longer on its own. It's weaving into this dance of light like an invisible silk river. It connects everything, turning simple coziness into the anticipation of a holiday. And all this, all, all this is permeated with the spirit of the old fairy tale, like a kind wizard. It takes of our simple treasures and unites them into one. It turns silence into mystery, warmth into care, and the shimmering light into hope. That's it. They're no longer separate parts. They have become one, a single warm, shimmering feeling. This is the real magic. It's ready. And now it's only missing one thing. The most important thing. The most magic ingredient. Only you have this ingredient, and without it, our recipe will not be complete. It's your brightest and warmest feeling which you keep in your soul. What could this feeling be? For everyone, it is the own, and any of them is the right one. Maybe it's a small wish that warms the soul, or a very warm memory of a carefree day, or perhaps it's a bright hope that helps you move forward and believe in the best. Try to feel it. You don't need to analyze it or describe it with words. Just let it appear. What if it's light? Maybe it has a color. Is it golden like honey in the sun, or a deep blue like a sizzling sky. Or maybe it shimmers with all the colors of the rainbow. And doesn't it have sound? Maybe it sounds quiet, quiet music that only you can hear. Or like the laughter of someone very, very dear to you. Or like the sound of the sea. What does it feel like? Warm and fluffy like a kitten, or cool and smooth like a sea. Trouble that you held in your hand for a long time. Or maybe it's not a feeling, but a place, a cozy little street in an unfamiliar city that smells of coffee and pastries. Or a forest clearing bathed in sun. That very place where your soul is completely at peace. Whatever it is, a wish, a memory, or a place, let this feeling fill you. Feel its light, its warmth, and now, very, very gently, in your mind, take it in your palms and just as carefully as we edit everything else, place it into our magical cup. Go on right now. Look, do you see? Everything has started to glow even brighter. Your cherished feeling is the main source of light in our recipe. It has turned all the other ingredients ingredients into a real, living miracle. So now it's ready. Truly. Now it's not just a recipe for a perfect evening. It is your perfect evening, and it is filled with the warmth of your heart. Let's listen to what we created. These are no longer separate parts, but a single whole feeling. The depth of the silence has become the foundation, and warmth has filled it with light, like a breath. The sparks of light are not just dancing in this depth, they are illuminating it from within, preventing it from becoming too dark. And the spirit of the old fairy tale, it has given meaning it has turned a simple feeling of coziness into real quiet magic. But can you hear it? The most important note in all of this is yours. It is a light of your cherished feeling. That is what makes it all shine. Without it, it would just be a beautiful picture. But with it, it has become alive. And this state, it's always with you now. It cannot be lost or forgotten. It has been absorbed into you. When the world around seems too loud or too cold, when it feels like the magic has disappeared, you can just close your eyes. Take a deep breath Return here to this warmth. This is our little pocket-sized piece of wonder, a recipe that's always at hand because you don't need to look for its ingredients somewhere far away. All the most essential ingredients are always inside. You just need to allow yourself to stop and listen and let them mix. Keep this warm. May it warm you tonight, tomorrow, and always whenever you need it. And remember, the most important creator in your life is you, and you always have the recipe for your own personal little miracle.